Hello, this is Yojana series, and we are going to conclude the Yojana. And the Yojana is very much useful for essay and also for the various subjects and the topics which are helpful in GS paper also. So this is Yojana from January 2020, and this is about the environment. And they had many special articles like Kayakalp, which is transformation of the public health facility. Then we had interview of Professor M.S. Swaminathan. It is a very you know honor to have in the era when the person like M.S. Swaminathan who made India food surplus by introducing high L variety seed and the taller plants become shorter one. So we will came to know about all the things. Now we had the Prime Minister at the United Nations General Assembly. Like it is when he was at the 74th session of the United Nations on the behalf of 1.3 billion people. He made the statement very clear that when a developing country is able to successfully implement the world's biggest sanitation campaign, building over 110 million toilets in just 5 years, all its achievement and outcomes are inspirational masses for the entire world. So we have to see that why sanitation being the important for describing it on the international platform, because it is the it is the sanitation that that has to be very much uh, clean, clear, so that the tourist could come. Because in China, it was found that in the recent time they had feedback of the tourism that there are very bad sanitation facilities. So they also had they are also trying to improve this. So this is what the things need to be shared with the world. Like when a developing country successfully runs the world's biggest health insurance, that is saying about which insurance you have to answer and make it clear. And then he had mentioned about that there is a cover of 5 lakh rupees for free treatment, and the achievement and responsive system that result from the scheme shows the world a new path. Okay, so there are some countries like developed country had their own universal basic income like thing and universal health insurance, but for a developing country it's a very great achievement, and particularly for Indian country like India. Now we have also ambitious scheme that is no more single use of plastic. Okay, and this had been implemented in entire country and to make the India free from single use of plastic. Okay, this is what our PM said. Now, by the year of 2022, when India celebrates its 75th Independence Day, we are going to build 20 million house for the year. So it was a scheme for house for all. Also, we had ambitious target of eradicating TB by 2030 in India. So this is what we are going, and it seems that we are going to achieve this target by 2025 itself. So it's a very good one. Now about the 3000 years ago, he quoted about a Indian poet in Tamil language, and he which means that we belongs to all places and to everyone. This is the sense of belongingness beyond borders, and it is unique to India. Okay, so we can put all these important statements. So in our essay writing, it will fetch up marks. Now we had in the last 5 years, India has worked towards strengthening its century-old tradition of fraternity among the nation and the welfare of the world, which is indeed in the line of the key objective of the United Nations. The issue that India raised, the kind of new global platform that India has come forward to build, they seek collective effort to address the serious global challenges and issues. Particularly, the there are a number of things like India has advocated about, like in the era of 1960s, India advocated for the non-cooperation, non-aligned movement (NAM). Now it is very ardent for the terrorism also. So we have to very clear that India has a very good leadership in the global scenario at present. Now, if you look at from the historic and per capita emission, India contribution to global warming is very low. Okay, so we also had a ambitious target of 450 gigawatt of renewable energy, and we are very much concerned about International Solar Alliance along with France, and this is one of the effect of global warming that is increasing in the number and the severity of natural disaster had came. So at the same time, there appears new area and the new forms in the view. India has also started for the Coalition for the Disaster Resilient Infrastructure (CDRI). So it is CDRI that this coalition will help to build infrastructure which can withstand with the natural disaster. So it's a very good because most of the time the America had 40 million losses from the from various storms, hills, and snow. So it will be very good initiative for particularly for by a developing country like India for disaster resilient infrastructure. Now we had a message for them that 125 years ago, the great spiritual Guru Swami Vivekananda, who gave the message to the World Parliament of the Religion in Chicago, the message was the harmony and peace and not dissension. Okay. Now, today, the message from the world's largest democracy for the international community is still the same: harmony and peace. So this is something that had been said by our PM. And the one thing they mentioned about the sanitation program, which is important one, which we built in 5 years, just 110 million toilets. Then we are running the world biggest health insurance scheme with the 5 lakh treatment value. Now we had no more single plastic to be used, and then we had also ambitious target of eradicating TB, which we will get very soon by the end of 2025. Then also we belongs to the he quoted about the Tamil poet that we belongs to all places and to everyone. That is uniqueness of India. Then we had strengthening strengthening for the welfare in the international scenario. Then we had also looked for the carbon emission of Indian subcontinent is very low per capita. Then we had also ambitious target of International Solar Alliance. Along with we are going to develop this center for the coalition of disaster resilient infrastructure, which will try to assist the countries for the infrastructure which can withstand with the natural disaster. Also, we had the quotation about the Swami Vivekananda, their harmony and peace. Okay, so this is what the things were. Now, the first chapter is article about the time to act, and this is that the air quality index touches the alarming dangerous level frequently. Okay, so contamination of the groundwater is a stark reality of today. So these things were going on. Oceans are rising, air being polluted by the vehicle, plastic waste is closing the entire ecosystem, and landfills are becoming the part of a skyline of our cities. Now, the environment is showing sign of degradation, which is bound to affect each one of us. Okay, so like frequent flood, we had droughts, we had abrupt weather cycle, we have changing crop pattern. So everything is going to disturb because of new changes which have been introduced in the nature because of emission of carbons, emissions from the vehicle. So decades of environmental decay is eventually posing a threat to the entire ecosystem which we are living in. Like living standards will be compromised, health will be affected, and above all, it questions the entire existence of the current model of growth and development. So it is required to be a sustainable development so that the people could live and without compromising the generations of the need. Now, we had sustainability and development that need to go hand in hand. The waste we are generating, if not properly managed, it will be burden to the environment. Like we had initiative for the ocean cleaning. Okay, we also have various institutions like India got green flag for the blue flag and green flags for the ocean and their beaches for their cleaning and all the criteria they had. So we are moving towards this now. We have seen the use and throw culture of vast, and this is something that is very much problematic. So we have to change this use and throw culture, and we need to be sustainable about them. Now there is an economy around the environment, like, and also economy is generally impacted because of climate change and its mitigation. So there is also a challenge for the opportunity to be developed, like environment in typical is a typical case. What we sow, so we reap. Okay, like our collective action will only make the environment clear, and like environment does not distinguish between the rich and poor. Okay, so even it is said in the Conference of Party United Nations Framework, Climate Change UNFCCC on COP25 in Madrid, Spain, we seen a window of opportunity. Together, the world has to come to a consensus to stand as one to overcome this challenge. So, if someone is poor who is living aside on the road, and if someone who is rich enough they are using a fuel gasoline cars. So the thing is that even if they are not poor are not contributing to the pollution, they will their health will be going to affected, and all things will be get affected. But in turn, the poor are someone who could get more affected, more impacted in their life, because the one who is rich, they could create their conditions very well. They could use sophisticated technology for that, but poor cannot. So it's a collective effort we have to make in order to be very well. Now, India has shown leadership and commitment on environmental issues, like achieving the target of renewable energy in the Paris Agreement. There is a push for vehicle emission norm. We have pushed for the e-vehicle, that is from the FAME scheme. Okay, so we have FAME two is FAME. We had phase two. So one must have to be very aware of these things. Now we have CDRI, that is Coalition for the Disaster Management. We have International Solar Alliance. These are some forms India has led an example. So the issue of Yojana gives a detailed analysis over the array, over the concerning environment. We are fortunate to have Professor M.S. Swaminathan in this issue. So it is a collective responsibility to work together for providing a brighter future for the upcoming generation. Development that is not compromising our ecosystem itself. So at this, they had mentioned about the Gandhiji, which envisioned by saying that the world has enough for everyone fit, but not for everyone greed. So this is the time to act now. So this is what the article is about. This is saying about the contamination of groundwater, air quality index had been touched a very dangerous level. Then plastic waste are closing in the entire ecosystem. Then we had sign of degradation which are affecting the all of us, living standard being compromised, health being compromised, and waste is not managed properly, then it will be a burden to the environment. And there are also economy to the environment, like the tourism place and all, they are all associated with the natural environment. So this will be a posing threat to the challenge to the employment opportunities. Then we had come to know about that there is no any different environment does not make any distinguish difference between the rich and poor. Everyone is going to affected. So this is what we had. However, India had taken many steps. Like India has shown the leadership on the environmental issue, like achieving the target for the renewable energy, like push for the e-vehicle. Then we had vehicle norms. Then we had CDRI. Then we have International Solar Alliance, and we had definition that environment is collective responsibility of all, and the development should not compromise our ecosystem and for the future generation. And lastly, they had quoted about the world has enough for everyone need, but not for everyone greed. This is what we are going to study in all. Now, this is the article about the UNFCCC COP25 when the minister made a statement there. So we have Prakash Javadekar who made their statement. He made that the future depends on what we do today, and there are some conveying messages to them. Now the world recognizes it that climate change is very real. It is not a fake thing. The world had recognized it and adopted a comprehensive agreement in the Paris. So let us concentrate on the implementation of the Paris Agreement, and we should not disgrace to each other. Okay. So he mentioned about that India has reduced their emission intensity of GDP by 21%, and we had on the track to achieve the goal of 35% emission as promised in the Paris Agreement. Now we had also Prime Minister announced about the uh, renewable energy targets under Paris Agreement. Then he also mentioned about processing of the solar, biomass, and wind energy. So it's a very good one. Now, along with that, he uh, made a statement that we have put the carbon tax on the coal production at the rate of $6 per ton. Okay, even with the 36 party represented in the parliament, we could achieve this unanimously. So it's a very good target that all people who are in the parliament, they are concerned about the pollution and environmental impact. So this is what the minister makes their statement. Now we had 100% biofuel to be operated, okay, by the 2030, and ethanol in petrol. So it's an ambitious target, and Spice it had started their first flight on the biofuel, so and ethanol blending. So this is very good. Now we had shifted from standard 4 to standard 6, and this will be important one. Now we had the LED bulbs which have been fitted in the homes, and also in a strong push for the e-vehicle, introducing the very multiple policy intervention initiative. We had provided LPG gas. This is what they had mentioned about replacing the conventional fuel. So it will definitely improve the quality of life of the people at large, and also reduce the carbon emission. Now he mentioned about that we are promised to create the carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon equivalent through increasing green commerce. So this is important. Now India had prioritized their adaptation as integral part of the climate change. Okay. So therefore India will be investing about $50 million in the water conservation. So it's an important and ambitious program. India had taken the target for the restoration of 26 million degraded land. So the UN Convention to the combating of desertification in Delhi. So it's a very good question. It will be a ambitious target, and it is very ambitious target. And sometimes they had um, India has also submitted their reports to the various committees, international committees, and in which they had been given praised out. Now we had also going for the neem coating urea fertilizers. So these are something which have been mentioned. Like we had mentioned about the climate change that is real, and Paris Agreement should be there, and we had reduced our GDP emission intensity. Then we had renewable target achievement. Then we had biomass and wind energy target. Then we had carbon tax which have been put. Now we had the headline for flights to be on the biofuel, and 20% ethanol in petrol by 2030. Then we had shifted from the standard 4 to standard 6. Then we had also provided for LED bulb. Then we had also provided for the LPG gas. Then we are also providing the carbon sink to be made of 2.5 to 3 billion tons. Now he also made about that we are going to invest in the water conservation, also having a target of restoration of degraded land, and 100% of neem coating of urea fertilizers. So what we can do, we can use all these things in the section of environment or in the action, that what are the goals there, what are the uh, steps which have been taken by the India in order to mitigate the environmental challenges, and what is the role at the global level. So these things could be answered by addressing some points and describing them. Now we had various statements like this, that they had some conference of party and they had some outcome like to have negotiation related to Article 6, and then we had to mandate 2 year work program under the SB to SS50 2020 progress. Then we had urged for developed country to fulfill their commitments by providing finance, their technology and development transfer and capacity building to support developing countries. So we had to interpret and implement the provisions of the Paris Agreement in a holistic and faithful manner. Okay, so this is what they are saying. Now we had various things which we need not to know about this. Now we had, and we will cover all these COP meetings and their outcomes in basically environmental section, and we are coming soon with it. So we are going to have an overview of Yojana only, so that it be useful in essay writing. Okay, and in various things as for knowledge. Now we are providing the soil health card also. Okay, which will thus creating more carbon sinks. So we are also using less amount of fertilizers. Also, we are promoting the organic farming, and according to the soil health card, we are also trying to control the pollution also. Now we have internationally launched the CVRA, which is a partnership and support through knowledge. So it will be a great initiative. Now we also provided for the sustainable lifestyle, which is a part of Indian ethos. And then we had $1 trillion. Developed world had promised about $1 trillion in the 10 years, and not even 2% had been materialized. So it's a very big challenge for the developing country to meet the targets which have been accepted by them, as they do not have sufficient technology and finance to do so. So this is why they are mentioning about this. So it has to be in public finance, because there should be no double accounting and the world will be get benefit from it. So this is why the things are. Now we had various things like from the carbon mission that made them develop must repay. So this is what the world is demanding, that the people who polluted the environment, they should pay in mitigating the challenges from them. Now we had technology development and transfer at affordable cost is crucial for developing country. When we will come to know about the Paris Agreement in detail, then we will come to know why technology transfer is required and why developing countries need to be uh, helped by developed countries. So there are some proposal for the grant of finance and to meet the target. Now we had various. We expect that the guidelines of for Article 6 will ensure the transition of the clean development mechanism under Kyoto Protocol and provide the incentive and positive signal to the private sector also. So here in the here they end by the putting quoting Thoreau, that he said, "What is the use of house if you haven't got the tolerable planet to put it on?" So this is what they say, and in this now we have the social article about Kayakal, that is transforming public health facilities. Like Kayakalp is the initiative of the Human Ministry of Health, Family Welfare, and it began in the 2015. Like we had article about Mahatma Gandhi and sanitation. Like he is the one who has spent various who has spent various life at various places, like in the South Africa, in places like India and the village, and he also made the Star campaign there. So for Gandhiji, the drive for the cleanliness in the society was an integral part of the process in bringing about casteless society and free society. So everyone is his own scavenger. So this is very good practice, and this is one of the greatest thing the Gandhi said for the ill effect of casteism uh, and the peoples who have been treated ill, because Gandhiji was also trying to promote the peoples and the quality of life in the South Africa. So making cleanliness the personal responsibility and the key to removing the untouchability. Okay, so he always try to sensitize Indian about the keeping their laboratories uh, clean and dry. When he returned to India, his focus was to sanitation grew stronger, and the scavenger work must be our special function in India. So he was of that view. Now we had he made that statement that dealing with the open defection, Swaraj ought to begin with our state. Gandhi said that very big point here, because it had to be the personal responsibility that everyone must have to clean, not only in the physical sense but had to be mentally clean, and it should be begin from streets, not from the top leadership. Now he had very decentralized approach. Gandhi said that sanitation is more important than independence. So this is what they say, that Gandhi's ideas on the hygiene started a campaign known as Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or Clean India Mission. Now, on his 145th birth anniversary, so we had done with constructing with the 9 crore toilets in the rural India, and various toilet in the urban affair ministry had also been part of this Swachh Bharat mission, and there are also Jal Shakti Ministry, and this had been also the mission become the national priority for the Prime Minister, which urged every Indian to join up and clean the areas around them. So this is what the things were. Now we had this October. We are. This is about 2020. This October we are celebrating 115th anniversary of the Gandhiji and the third anniversary of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So Gandhiji dream to clean India only be realized when the 125 crores of the people come together. So it will be a personal responsibility. This mission is related to the personal economic health of the nation, and accomplishment will not only contribute to the GDP growth of the country but will also reduce the associated health cost. And since we are going to be healthy, then it will also reduce the burden on the doctors, which is very serious concern in Indian subcontinent. So this is what the things were. Now, Swachhta across each household, village, and city of India. So this is the what article mentioned about. Now, this topic, that is Kayakal transforming public health facility, is starts from here. To contribute to the national movement and addressing the growing challenge of sanitation and hygiene, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare promised and adopted a strategy and launched many initiatives for improving the hygiene. And since 2015, it particularly made the sanitation camp centerpiece of its effort to improve the health and well-being of our citizens. And this initiative addressed the hygiene and sanitation within the health facility, as well as in the community through our own programs. So, Kayakalpi's initiative by MOHFF FW in 2015, and they had been aiming at improving the infrastructure, upkeeping the hygiene, sanitation, and infection control practices in the central government institution and public health facilities in all states and UTs. So this is what they had aiming at. Now, health facilities are assessed by the number of parameters every year. The highest scoring facility at each level receive a recognition of Kayakalp Award that carry cashless apart from the citation. So it will be great incentive for the peoples. We had a scheme which resulted in a significant improvement in the level of cleanliness, hygiene, and infection control practices at the public health care. So this is what the things are mentioning here. The objective of the assessment of the Swachhta at our health facilities are done under seven thematic areas. Like training are provided for not only undertaking the assessment but also implementation of the correct protocol and practices. So sometimes there are assessment but not training, so this could lead to a you know very bad result, and it is said that a policy is as good as its implementation. So in governance area we can use a very good statement that if there is a proper assessment, then it must have to be given a proper training, and from then we can expect that the things will go correct. Now we had trained assessor. Assessor undertakes the final assessment and generate a score, and this is how the things were going on. Now we had the Kayakalp has not only has been able to face with the public health, but also make as a contribution towards molding the behavior practice of the public. So it will be a paradigm shift, and it will be well reflected um, in the numbers of satisfied patients. And from the Mira Hospital, that is an ICT based patient feedback. So one can, if they visit any Sarkari hospital or government hospital, then they can make their feedback on this portal. So this is what they say. Now we had the Kayakalp, that is the beginning, accessing the district hospital only at the initial phase. Now they shifted to the sub-district hospital. Now they had also phased to the primary health center. Now they are focusing on the rural and urban both. So all hospitals of the public health care are going to come in this ambit, and this is what the government are aiming at in this Kayakalp program. Kayakalp is now being introduced to the Ayushman Bharat Health Fitness and Wellness Centers also. So this is what the things were. Now, uh, feedback has been obtained by voice of patient and the health clients. So this have been visited and the data had been come from the Mira Hospital. So Kayakalp scheme has been extended to the private sector health facilities also, like Quality Council of India, which is the national constituent of National Accreditation Board